Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are. Welcome to Friday Night Life, Friday Night Free Thinker Fridays. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Matt Kim, joined by my co-host, Mr. Peter Saddington.
What's up? What's up? Welcome, everybody. Smash the like button. Glad you guys are here on this wonderful Friday, August 29th. Let's go check in SAR.
We are definitely not in the studio. It is a new format and new show that we're trying because typically we will do a show once a week. Maybe we've been doing maybe like 3 times a month.
Yeah.
And the reality is that it's difficult for us to get our schedules to be in the studio at the same time together. And because of that, I don't think that we're getting much content and doing as many episodes as we personally want to. So we're trying something new. We're going to do the in-person weekly show once a week, as we have, or 3 times a month, as we have. Because of our travel schedules, it's kind of difficult. But we're going to try this remote stream online thing. Because, like we're in a day and age right now where basically AI and bots control the entire internet. Something like 50, 60, 70% of everything you see online is botted. And the takes that people have are the same shit. They're all these AI regurgitated chat GPT talking points, the opinions, the summaries, the fucking jokes. They're all getting played. And the only way to prevent that and combat that and win that is that we just got to do it live. Because I don't know if a lot of people know, but we actually don't edit our videos at all. I think we may be one of the only podcasts and shows out there that do a pre-record that do zero editing.
Which is pretty much kind of defeats the point of doing a pre-record because you want to do a pre-record so you can get exceptional edits in. But we just hit the record button and we just say, go. And the only time, truly, the only time we edit anything is if I drop like a serious N-bomb.
I don't even think we cut those out, to be honest. So welcome to the show. Check in SAR. Let us know what you guys are from. I think it's amazing. We did a quick check-in earlier while we were waiting for the stream to start. I'm going to add more music because the music has been, I got sick of it. It was the same song over and over again on loop. So we'll fix that.
You guys have no idea. We were here for like 30 minutes and within like 25 minutes, Matt was just like, man, I fucking hate this music.
I was like, I'm so over this. I'm like, boom, 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 boom. I was like, all right. So we're gonna add more production. We're gonna commit more time and effort to making this live stream show something that we think that you guys will check in on. We are working on a time that will be more consistent so you guys can set a schedule around it. So that's our plan. That's what we want to do. And if that worked for you guys, definitely please comment. Let us know. Let us know in the chat. And what we'll do is probably cut out the bullshit from the stream and just put out the actual show onto YouTube as a video, but we'll keep the stream and everything else kind of on and whatever else.
Yeah. I mean, for those of you guys who've been with us down since day one, which there are a few out there in the crowd that have been with us for over 2 years now. I mean, you guys know that we're all about experiments. We're all about just trying new stuff, and we're unashamed of this idea of kind of pioneering our own way because you guys well know for over 2 years, we haven't made a dime. We haven't been monetized. We successfully get demonetized. We successfully get shadow banned. We successfully get canceled and forced to delete and remove content. We're too edgy for 99.9999% of every single retail vendor entity out there for any type of advertising. So we're always experimenting. And one of the things that we want to do is we want to grow larger. We have a global audience, don't we, Matt?
Yeah, I mean, we had people checking in from Finland, from Greece, from the Middle East. I think we saw someone from Nepal, which is amazing. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know they had internet in Nepal.
You ignoramus. Oh my goodness. You gonna say it like that?
Dude, have you ever been to Nepal?
No, I haven't.
Me neither. I want to go. I'm like super interested in going to Nepal. I want to go to like one of these monasteries. I don't know if I'd go crazy. Do you think you could ever survive in a monastery for like, I don't know, 10
Oh,
days? Do you think
oh,
you could do 10 days in a monastery?
oh, totally. Easy. Easy. No doubt. No doubt. I mean, yeah, why? You couldn't?
What if they said that you had to be quiet for 10 days at the monastery?
Oh, easy. Oh,
What?
easy. Man, like what people don't realize is I am an introvert. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, you know, I don't need noise. I don't need stuff. I don't need, static. I don't need excess banter. I don't need the fanfare. I don't need the crowds. I don't need I do that stuff because it's a perfunctory role of the type of job and work that I do. But man, I'll tell you, give me silence. How about this? Give me an open road. Give me an open road and silence. Like, that I've been driving back and forth like twice a month to Miami. Bro, I'm loving that drive.
I,
It's 10 hours straight of pure just
if
me and a car.
if I could get my internet to be good over a long course drive, I would probably just stream for like 15 hours and just talk to the camera, talk to the people, you know?
Really?
I need to talk to somebody.
Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do that next time I drive down. We'll just
It's like the
rip it
internet. It's
open.
like the internet. It's tough, you know?
Well, you know the I show speed guy. Like he
Mm.
is literally doing that all the time. Like the live
Oh,
stream is on
you,
him
you need to
all
get one of
the
those
time.
you need to get one of those Starlinks on your
Oh,
roof.
oh yeah, yeah. Then you can have internet all over the place.
That would
But yeah,
probably work.
so we have a global audience, and one of the things that if we're just want to rip off the band-aid and be a little bit honest here is there's more than just Western politics. And I
Mm.
think one of the things that Matt and I have been discussing is there's so much going on in the world that is not just Western politics that we think is actually important and does affect the larger narrative, the larger world at play. And I think one of the things that Matt and I want to kind of uncover and discover and explore into is global news and global events and things that we think are important for you guys to know about because, and this is truly because Matt and I discuss this all the time. We have a global audience and we want
Mm.
to have you guys tell us stories. We want to have you guys tell us what's going on the ground. We want you guys to tell us, hey, you need to look into this. Like this is impacting something, or this is impactful to the global narrative, but no one's talking about it. And so we're in experiment mode once again,
Mm.
and we're glad that you guys are along for the ride.
So, can we start then talking about global news?
Yes, let's jump in.
Let's start with they've been calling her the new queen of the Scots.
Yes.
Yes,
Look at
this
this.
chick.
So let me ask you, with no context,
Mm.
just the picture. If someone sent you this picture, Matt, my question to you is, what feelings are evoked when you look at this picture intently?
I mean, this was a great movie, right? Freedom, you know.
Right? Absolutely. And so what does it evoke? Does it evoke nationalism? Does it evoke what?
It invokes all the feelings that I like. So, like,
Tell me more.
it's a little
What
bit
feelings?
of
What feelings?
pushing back against the system,
Mm.
about fighting back. It's about fighting for what you believe is right and true, freedom. It's about taking what is yours and it's been stolen from you.
Yeah, that's a lot of emotions in there.
It's a
That is a
lot going on.
I mean, and no cap. Like people are gonna be like, cap, Peter, cap. No, no cap, no lie. I literally watched the free version of Braveheart on YouTube because sometimes they suggest those things to me, and I was listening to in the background while I was working, like not more than a month ago before this event happened. And so having this event and then having then this picture show up in my Twitter feed, I was just like, oh my gosh, is this it? Is this the end? So what's the story behind this, Matt?
Well, Will, why don't you, let's put up this video real quick. Yeah.
Why you fucking with us?
These are fucking cat bashers.
Show the knife. Show the knife.
Get
Show
the
the knife.
fuck away from us.
Show the knife. Show the knife.
Don't touch her.
That's
Touch me.
it. That's
You're
it.
having
Show the
Oh,
knife.
she's brandishing those weapons, man.
Show the knife. That's it.
Don't fucking touch my little sister. She had fucking 12.
Oof.
12.
12 years old.
12 years old.
12 and you just battered me, man.
So, apparently, this video is just taking the internets by storm.
Maracha.
I think that's good, Will.
Don't touch her.
Yeah, so this video is taking the internets by storm. I have seen more Ghibli imitations of this youngster, this 12, 14-year-old girl, I think Scottish girl, over in the UK. And it's just evoking from an internet sentiment, in my opinion, just a lot of like, we've had enough. And things are bad. Like, things are really bad.
I don't understand the context of it. I know that they originally arrested her because she was showing off the knives and she had knives, but then they eventually let her go because they realized that she was protecting herself. I don't know what happened to these guys. And they were what? I don't even know what they are.
Let's set up the scene here. You have what is alleged, because right, we don't see any proof of any misconduct other than videotaping and brandishing some weapons here, some sharp objects. What is alleged here is that those individuals that were videotaping these girls were harassing them in some manner. And so you have to ask yourself two questions. Number one, if they were the ones harassing, why were they still there? And number two, why the hell is a 14-year-old girl carrying around a 4-inch blade or knife and a hatchet, man? Like, what?
Yeah, where did those come from?
Like,
Does she walk around with them in a backpack somewhere? It's like, oh, mommy, I'm gonna go for a walk real quick, and hold on, let me grab my bag. And she puts her bag down on the kitchen table, and it's like clunk. Yeah.
Exactly right. And it's like, what does her mom say? Which weapon would you prefer today, milady? Like, is that what she's saying? Like, how did it come to pass, Matt? Here's the question I have to ask. How did it come to pass that a 14-year-old girl would be armed in that manner, walking out on the street? What can we presuppose transpired to make that happen?
I mean, I would assume that they had been through something like this before, because you don't wake up one morning and go, I'm going to go out and I'm going to carry, a 24-inch knife or two of them with me and a little pickaxe. Like, you don't wake up going, I'm going to choose violence today, especially if you're 12. So
this is
it
like
has
the
to be
movie
indicative
Last of Us.
what's going around,
This is like zombie apocalypse level, like the reason why those memes of that girl are so strong is because, and this is what it is in my mind, Matt, is that if this girl is the image of a resurrection or a phoenix rising or a sentiment that is hit the cliff, right? We've hit the threshold. We hit the veil. It's too much, right? There's too much pressure building up. It's time to have the release valve. If she is the one, then to me, what those pictures and those memes represent is a system has completely failed her. Like, period, full stop. The system has failed her. She is on her own. That's what I saw in that picture, man.
But isn't that, I feel like we've got a lot of that this week, with people that are feeling like just really done with society. That seems to be the overarching theme of the entire week, because you got that trans shooter this week too.
Oh,
that
right.
was kind of feeling the same way. And I'm not advocating for, obviously the situation is very different, but it was a kid that just was at the end of his ropes. His ropes, her ropes, her ropes, his ropes.
His ropes.
I don't know I don't know what the real one is. You know what I mean?
Oh, come on, Matt. Don't be obtuse. It's a
no,
he.
like, is it he that's supposed to be a she, or was it she that's supposed to be he?
It's a he that
Was a girl?
the trans is almost tertiary to the
No, like
issue.
I don't know what her original is. I don't know what I don't know.
I think the original is a he, so we're gonna stick with a he.
Okay, the original is he. So he was like at his wit's end, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
And
and the trans issue is the least of the concern. The concern is he was crazy enough or unhinged enough to do this thing. That's the bigger issue, I think. But I think everyone's conflating it into the trans stuff. What do you think? Is this a trans issue or is
I'm
this
like
a mental health
I'm
issue?
like at trans fatigue, to be honest. You know? It's funny. My wife said to me the other day, she's like, what? Why aren't things getting cheaper? You know, like at least, like she's like, it was supposed to get cheaper. Everything's supposed to get better. The economy was supposed to get better. I mean, the only thing that Trump has done is like do the trans thing. And I'm like, does that even matter to us, really? Like,
It,
it's
it,
not really an active part of my life.
it
I don't
really
really
has,
see them. I don't really engage with them. I'm not worried that my kid's going to become one of them. So it's actually maybe one of the least important things to me now.
for sure.
And it was kind of important. I thought it was important going into kind of this election cycle last year. But now that I don't really think about it, I don't see it anywhere.
It seems to have jumped the shark. I think there's almost this like nice like end result of extreme liberalism, right? And the nice result of extreme liberalism is fatigue at the end of the day. Like everything. Like we're fatigued from everything. Like let me ask you this. If tomorrow you woke up and there was someone bombing Teslas at a dealership, would you be surprised, or or would you just shrug your shoulders and be like, "Ugh,
I mean,
another one"?
is blowing up and
That's what I'm
messing with
saying.
Tesla still a thing?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I could choose
Like
almost
that was like
any.
a really short period, right? Where when Elon's stock was tanking, they're like, "Oh, everyone's fucking with the Teslas," and then it's like people felt guilty, so they start buying Teslas. But did anyone actually care? Like, I don't know. My wife has a Tesla. She's never had a problem driving a Tesla.
Oh, I mean, what you're speaking to really is the news cycle is so fast that we almost have whiplash. Like,
Mm.
like you go from one thing to another and almost nothing. And this is actually, I think, the sad part is that because the news cycle is so fast, almost nothing is of value.
Yeah,
Right?
the trans thing, I'm just like so over it. Um, I feel like that's the least important part of that story, at least for the trans shooter guy. There's like, I think the story really is the people are just fed up. This girl who walking around, this 12-year-old girl walking around with fucking knife and a pickaxe in her backpack, um,
Bro,
she was fed up,
she's
you know?
fatigued. She's over it. She's
And her sister, who knew that was in her bag, that are walking around together, she knew they were there. So they were like, "Hey, you carry it today." Maybe they did like rock, scissors, paper, and losers carry the knife. you know, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you could actually extract the context out of a movie. Like literally, imagine a camera panning to two young girls in a zombie wasteland as they prepare for their weekly journey to the supermarket, and they look at each other, they rock, paper, scissors, and they say, "Shit, you're the one carrying the bag today." Like literally, that's what these girls have to do in this town when they go outside their house. They're looking at each other, going, "Who's carrying the weapons?" There are places that I think people would not imagine that these types of videos are revealing to us. Like we would never have imagined that cities like cities in the UK and Scotland and Ireland are at this point where these 12, 14-year-old girls literally, what, there's no men, there's no, right,
Well,
there's no system to support this. I mean,
I'm gonna say like a year ago, when I saw like cities rioting and people having all types of unrest, I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with them?" There's like no law and order.
that's
And
right.
then and then you
It's the
start seeing
summer
it
of
more and
love.
more these days, and you're like, I kind of get it. I get why they're doing it
What?
because they're done. They're like done
Oh,
with everything going on. You know, like you sent me that video, or you sent me that the thing about the Indonesians.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And it's
that's
like
world
these
news.
Indonesian college students were like, I don't know, the politicians were in Indonesia were paying themselves or paying for their housing too much, and they got really pissed off, and they were cutting off like the education funding, but they wanted to like live in nicer houses, and they were spending too much money, and people were pissed off, and they started rioting, and then this happened. Will, can you pull up this video? And then this shit happened. Look at this shit.
Ran him over.
Look at this
Ran him over.
at a protest.
Oh man, that's brutal.
That is brutal.
They
So
started.
it's college students protesting, and the armored car hits a protester in the street,
Runs
backs
him over.
up like 2 rotations, and goes forward and runs him over.
Yeah, there's video later of them. I mean, there's fire bombs. I mean, these there are things like this happening all over the world, friends. And that's and we're not here to be doom and gloom, but there's so much happening at the global stage that does affect and does have trickle down effects to the stuff that we're dealing with in our daily lives today. So like this is important stuff to know. So this is it's I think so many people on both sides of the spectrum, Matt, are at wit's end. Like both sides, right? Everybody's done. So what's the solution then? Where do we move to then?
Trump did this kind of martial law, you bringing the National Guard to Washington, D.C.,
Right.
right? And now they're showing all these videos of people saying, oh, well, we can walk around at nighttime. And I'm thinking, like, something's not right here. Like, it just felt weird. And Pam Bondi is putting up the tweets of like 1,000 people arrested, and we confiscated 100 guns.
Mm.
And if the whole purpose was to go after violent criminals, if they arrested 1,000 people, but they got 100 pew-pews, like who did they arrest?
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. So
Like, if you think they were going after violent criminals and gang members and all of this, and they arrested 1,000 people, you would think they got 500 to 2,000 guns.
yeah, big roundup.
But if you got 1,000 people, you arrested 1,000 people, and you got 100 guns, who the fuck did you arrest?
I don't know.
Between me and you and Will, we probably have 100. You know what I mean? Or close to.
We got a lot.
That's not a lot.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, my neighbor has like over 250 himself.
Yeah.
Like,
So
true story.
100, and it's like, all right, it's like a thing where governments are going in and they're rolling over people, literally.
Is that where we are?
I think that's where we're at.
Was the COVID hoax and the lockdown hoax, was that all the beginning of the downward slide, and then now we're moving into this world where it's just like they can steamroll over everything now? Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's
problem.
this idea of you let things get bad, and you let things get so bad, so uncomfortable, so unsafe that the general people are like, "Hey, government, can you come please help us? Come please save us." And the government shows up like, "Oh, we're here for the government. We're here to help." You're like, "What the fuck just happened here?"
why did they make me bend over? What was that?
Yeah,
all
don't
about?
worry. Like, we'll monitor all your social media, and we'll monitor everyone for you, and we'll make sure that everyone's safe. And it's not to surveil you; it's for your benefit. It's so that we can keep you safe. It's so that we can make sure that you live a certain quality of life. And it's like, what the fuck just happened here?
You got snafu'd, man. You got.
I mean,
finagled.
I thought that COVID was the bad one, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's like worse now. What do you think about that?
Well, something you sent me in text that I think many of our audience has probably seen is the migration replacement document, right? And you guys can just look it up, and people will always say it's kind of like the stuff that they were spraying in the skies, right? Everyone was like, "Oh, they're spraying the skies." No, that's conspiracy theory. And now we have Florida We have what, like Maryland, we have Maine, we have all these, states that are now banning dropping chemicals in the skies. It's like, well, I guess it wasn't a conspiracy, maybe. Maybe it was actually true. So now we have a situation that's very similar, right? Is it true? Is it all true?
I don't know, man.
Are they replacing us? Are they and this is the point of my conversation, why I'm bringing it up. They planned this stuff. When was that document? 2000?
2000. It was a UN document, and let me see if I can find it.
Yeah.
Did I
So
text it to you?
you did text it to me. You texted to Will and I in a group text. So, like, this document was created by the
Oh,
UN.
replacement migration. Because we were talking about yeah, I'll put it in the chat for people if they want to
Yeah,
look it
like
up.
this is a legitimate document, and this was printed in 2000, which, from my understanding, if this was printed in 2000, that means they've been thinking about this from 1970. Okay, and what they're doing is they're exacting this plan of the replacement migration on us right now. And so, why is that pertinent to everything that you're talking about? Well, maybe this was all planned. Maybe there are documents, Matthew, that tell us that this was the, let's just say, this was the pandemic, war game that they played, and think tank document that they put together, right? You've seen that too, right? This is they've planned all this out, Matt. So what I'm asking for is, where is the document that states that the state that we are in today is exactly how it was manifested, exactly how it was planned? That is what I'm jonesing for. Where's the document that says this is exactly the moment that Travis Kelce marries Taylor Swift, and the loop is closed. Eternity has been fixed.
I mean, we do have the Agenda 2030
Yeah.
to look forward to. That's right around the corner, actually. So if you guys want something exciting or interesting to look forward to, it is 15-minute cities, which most people already live in. They just don't call them 15-minute cities.
Can I
Live, work, play is what you
you
know
and
them
I have
as.
both gone to Korea. I would love for you to remind people of the perfect example of a 15-minute city that you've witnessed, that I've witnessed. Tell us.
Yeah,
what is that like in
they're
Korea?
in Korea, they're in China, they're in Japan, they're all throughout Asia. They're coming here again. They call them live, work, plays, where basically you live in a apartment complex, and there is your restaurants and your work and your office and everything else, and you just live there and you just rent and you don't own shit. And every day,
Don't own shit. Yeah.
I was at my wife's cousin's apartment or condo. We were staying there for like a month. And every day they go, ding dong dang. Welcome, resident. Today we'll be doing a sweep and safety check on building number 7, 12, and 15. Thank you for your cooperation. And I'm like,
That's like
what
the movies.
the fuck is going on here?
That's like the movies. Like those.
Ding, every morning, ding dong ding. Welcome, resident. Today it's a beautiful day outside. Today we'll be doing a safety check on building 4, 18, and 28.
Dude, that's so dystopian. It's so dystopian, right? Because it's all manufactured. Right?
It's so weird.
That's what it is. Nothing's organic, nothing's natural. It's all manufactured, like fakery, and the ding dong ding. It's like the chimes. I would think, Matt, that those chimes would drive you crazy. Like, you could hardly last
Well,
three
it's
minutes.
not only that, but there are cameras in the
yeah.
parking garage. There are cameras in the entranceway. There are cameras in the elevator. There are cameras in the hallways. Everywhere you look, there's cameras. Everything is done via your phone. So as you walk up to the door, everything opens. And it seems like it's supposed to be tech and everything is smart, everything. But all of that is surveillance.
I mean, I bet I would almost bet, Matt, that the security of those little cities, those little communities, I bet they're sitting in their towers and going, we got to keep an eye on number 18. Number 18 and number 79 are cahooting a little bit. they're talking a lot these days. I wonder what's going on. Like that sounds dystopian, but that is exactly what humans do to each other when they have nothing better to do, right? You got all these security guards. They're like, "Hey, did you check out number 7?" All that shit happens. Like it's dystopian as all get out, bro.
Well, they take a bad neighborhood, they add in a bunch of surveillance, they added a bunch of cameras, they add in a bunch of, put a chip in your wrist and then you can open your door type shit, and you're like, oh look, it's a
Yep.
luxury building, you know, luxury accommodations.
Hey man, if the jail has porcelain toilets, man, you know you're going up.
The thing, I mean, there. What's the? Can you pull up this video about the Gideon thing, Will?
Trace, as you know, correct, 100%, and she's 100% correct. I am now about to launch Gideon, America's first ever AI threat detection platform built specifically for law enforcement. It scrapes the internet 24/7 using an Israeli-grade ontology to pull specific threat language and then routes it to local law enforcement. It's a 24/7 detective. It never sleeps, and it's going to get us in front of these attacks.
Would it have picked up on this, do you think?
100%. I wish my program would already be up. We're not launching until next week. I've got a dozen agencies on board, Trace. I just unloaded a major Northeast agency with over 2,700 sworn. This is America's early warning system.
Lieutenant.
This, the fact that they're on TV and the news being so blatant about, because we all assume that they have some sort of level of this, but for them to signal out to the world that this is okay, that this is something that they're willing to do, that they're working on now, and that the fact that they're just telling you, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
But Matt, you're wiser than this. You, Matt, of all people, already know that if they can brazenly communicate and use all the keywords, AI, security, 24/7, Israeli coverage, like he used all the bingo words. The only way that he is allowed, and you know this, to say all the bingo words is because it's already out. It's already been implemented.
This already exists. We know that they're doing this in Argentina, that pre-crime is a thing. They're going to start doing more pre-crime. It's like, oh, look, the trend, like, oh, you guys are so scared of the trans, aren't you? Well, he just shot up at a school, so we need this. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, we need this.
Yeah.
Israeli tech, we need this. It's like, what?
Can you please replay it? We'll roll that back. I want everyone to hear
Trace,
the
as
admissions.
you know, correct, 100%, and she's 100% correct. I am now about to launch Gideon, America's first ever AI threat detection platform built specifically for law enforcement. It scrapes the internet 24/7 using an Israeli-grade ontology to pull specific threat language and then routes it to local law enforcement. It's a 24/7 detective.
It spreads it out to everybody.
And it's going to get us in front of these attacks.
This does not sound inviting.
100%. I wish my program would
this sounds like
already
a
be up. We're
nightmare.
not launching until next week. I've got a dozen agencies on board, Trace. I just unloaded a major Northeast agency with over 2,700 sworn. This is America's early warning system.
Lieutenant.
Get out of here. This sounds like a nightmare, Matt. This sounds like a nightmare.
I can't believe they are being so brazen about this.
Change the context. Forget the context of him and all of his passion of saying that he needs to roll out Gideon, a 24/7 scraping system that scrapes everything Israeli ontology and proliferating it to every law enforcement agency in America. The context of him and his excitement about this is a statistical anomaly, mentally disturbed individual who shot up a school. So that's why he's so excited about rolling this out. So let's.
And it looks like Palm Springs is one of the cities that signed up.
But let's change
to be a.
Let's change the context.
pilot.
Let's change the context. Instead of a statistical anomaly shooter that did some ill, and that's why we're rolling this out. Let's change the context to, a new virus. So what would he be saying then? Why, if this was, would this help reduce spread? Could that be the excuse then? I mean, like, none of this ever sounds good. I think the end result is always bad, Matt. What do you think?
Well, I mean, we just watched the Indonesia, right? Of this guy getting run over and then all this unrest happening there. And people are so pissed off. People are starting to riot, start, whatever they're doing. So the first thing that the Indonesian government did was they contacted Meta and YouTube and Google.
Yeah, shut it down.
And like, hey, there are people trying to incite violence, or there are people out there that are trying to spread misinformation. Shut it down.
And that's why. And actually, I just received this from the Ethernet, from the great divine universe. And that's why it's important for us to talk about this stuff, because it's getting shut down.
I don't know how long we last. I mean, if
Bro, listen to this. Hey, everybody out in chat, give Matt a thumbs up, man. Help this guy.
I don't know how long we last.
Every time I talk about this shit, he's always just like, "Fuck, man, we're not gonna last very long.
we're gonna get shut down eventually, because the reality is that something is gonna happen in this world where we're gonna have to say, like, this is fucking bullshit. It's gonna happen. I don't know what it is. It's probably not. It's gonna be a false flag of some sort. We already see, the Israeli soldiers saying that they were killed by Gazans or whatever else, and now that they're gonna start rolling out the Hannibal Directive. Like, we've already seen this in the news today. They're prepping for something.
I mean, things are being mobilized globally, my friends. Like, the chessboard is moving. The stratego board is moving. The strategy board is changing. It is amazing if you kind of take an amalgam of all of the movements of what's happening globally. The sands are shifting, Matt. Something is going on.
I mean, my thing always is have we not learned anything from COVID?
Oh, bro, tell me the ways.
It's like the most frustrating part of all of it. Like, we just lived through it. Anyone that's paying attention should be like, dude, something's wrong. But everyone's like, no, like, it's amazing. It's 4D chess. Like, everything's gonna be fine. Don't worry. And then there's something we had queued up. There was news like, 3 of the COVID jabs were removed from emergency use authorization. And everyone was like, oh yeah, look, we told you it was gonna happen. This is 4D chess. Are you tired of winning yet? Blah, 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 blah. And then
Winning yet? Oh my god.
And then just an hour later, they're like, but then we gave four shots official FDA approval. It's like, what?
Backdoored? You got backdoored?
You just got fucked. And everyone's like, oh yeah, look at what happened. I told you it was gonna happen. He's like on our side. Like, who's on your side?
Are you tired of winning?
I'm on your side. They are not on your side. I'm on your side.
I hate hearing.
Are you tired of winning?
That shit.
Are you tired of winning yet?
Lame.
Most transparent administration ever. 4D chess.
Gosh, kill
Are
me.
you kidding me? Do you have that video of them talking about it, Will?
From miscommunications or differences on vaccine policy. So I wonder if you could just say whether or not the president believes that the COVID vaccine should be available to and covered by insurance for all Americans, regardless of age and pre-existing conditions.
What I will tell you is that the FDA recently revoked the emergency use authorizations for 3 COVID vaccinations while simultaneously greenlighting 4 new COVID-19 vaccines with 2025 and 2026 formulas. The reason for the revocation of that emergency use
because we were
authorization is
really
because
worried.
obviously the COVID
We were
pandemic and the
extremely
public health
concerned
emergency is
that
over.
you would
But just to
remove
correct
so
the
many
record, 'cause there's
shots
been a lot of
that we would end
misinformation
up
on this,
a
the
net
FDA's
negative.
decision does not affect
But
the
now that I
availability of
know
COVID vaccines
that we are
for
net
Americans who
positive
want them. We believe in
in
individual choice.
the
That's a
availability
promise both
and
the
number
president
and
and the
quantity
secretary
of
have
COVID
made,
shots,
and it's a
I feel
promise
good.
they have
I don't know how you feel. Do you feel better, Peter?
Bro,
That we now have more shots than we did before?
as long as number go up, I feel good.
Because people were really concerned. What if we have a net negative amount of COVID shots available? And like, no, don't worry, we got you.
Okay.
We'll
so
give you one more.
let me ask you this. I saw a clip, I forget where it was, but the guy was essentially saying that there is still 50% of America who believes that the vaccine and all of that is good. Do you when I heard that in passing, because you know I listen to tons of podcasts while I'm working. When I heard that in passing, I was just like, what? What? So let me ask you this. Do you believe that? Do you believe that 50% of America is still under the spell?
No, I don't believe that at all. I think it's way lower. I actually think the amount of people that want it is extremely low.
Really?
Because I was talking to a friend that used to work as a consultant for Pfizer during COVID. And what he said was that they had such difficulty like actually getting people to take the shot after a certain point
Really?
that they had to like order more than they were, because they were not actually buying and giving away enough. So they were just getting them and burning them essentially.
Really?
Yeah. And they're like, wait a second. Like, he was like, what's going on here? Why are we making them numbers? Why is the numbers not right? Because people actually didn't want them.
Really?
And then there's a statistic that actually about half of them were just sailing.
Yeah.
So the amount of people that actually took the COVID shot is actually not very high.
Really?
Which would probably meaning that the fatality and the vaccine injury of the shot percentage wise is very high, but the number is
higher
very low.
higher than we imagined.
Higher than we imagined.
Yeah.
But the numbers are low because the amount of people that actually got them is low.
Yeah, actually, you made a pretty good case for why the vaccine is even more deadly than we imagined. Because if not as many people got it, the real thing, they got saline or placebo.
But don't worry. There's 4 officially FDA approved ones now. So you can guarantee that you get a real one. Just in case you're worried that you got the salt shot, you're going to get a real one now. Just go back in line.
But what is Kennedy doing though? Like what is his position in all of this? Why is he not speaking out? What is he tongue tied? Is he compromised? What? I thought he was bringing Maha back, where we're supposed to be like all doing yoga and we're all supposed to be healthy and drinking smoothies and
they were supposed to ban all these seed oils and get rid of all these really dangerous food dyes none of it actually happened.
Crack down on the fast food industry yet?
None of it happened. But Peter, don't worry.
Oh,
don't worry. The cracker on the barrel is back.
Really? The cracker and the barrel, or just the cracker?
No. It's the Cracker Barrel logo was actually really amazing because the logo of Cracker Barrel was a white guy in a barrel, so it's like Cracker Barrel. So it was literally what they said it to be.
It was the meme before memes were memes. Like even I in the 90s as a high schooler was like, dude, that's awesome. Cracker Barrel. Oh man, the Cracker Barrel.
Do you go to Cracker Barrel?
Oh, I fucking love it. Oh
I go to Cracker Barrel at least once a month, maybe twice a month, because my daughter loves Cracker Barrel.
Bro, once a month here. The only thing that beats out Cracker Barrel is Waffle House.
I did not know what the logo looked like.
Of what? Cracker Barrel?
Oh, the Cracker Barrel. I knew there was Cracker Barrel, but like I didn't realize there was actually a white guy in a barrel.
Yeah.
Just don't think about it when you think about Cracker Barrel.
Yeah. I mean,
and then they're like, "Oh, we're gonna remove the white guy." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And like everyone's like, "No, you can't do that. That's so woke." I'm like, "Is it?"
You can't remove.
I didn't even know that guy was there.
You can't remove the cracker or the barrel. Come on, man. I mean, we already went through this with Aunt Jemima, right? They got rid of Aunt Jemima, right? We already went through this with the.
But when I thought of Aunt Jemima, I knew that there was Aunt Jemima on the bottle. I knew that, right? It's a part of the brand,
bro.
But for Cracker Barrel, the guy I think his name was Herschel. They're like, "Oh yeah, don't worry, guys, we're bringing Herschel back." I'm like, "Who the fuck is Herschel?"
Man,
It's not this. It doesn't hit the same as Aunt Jemima. Like I know who Aunt Jemima is.
but you've lived this
I don't know
long.
who
and
Herschel is.
You've lived this long, and you've eaten a Cracker Barrel once a month, and you didn't recognize it was a cracker in a barrel.
No, you think
Oh,
about like the
oh my
rocking
gosh.
chairs and the country store and the fireplace and chicken fried steak. Like who the hell thinks about the cracker in the barrel?
Chicken fried steak, bro. Chicken fried
It's amazing.
steak. Chicken fried steak and just the bacon and eggs. Ugh.
Mm.
You make me hungry, bro. You're making me hungry. But that's the point. That's the point of woke, right? That's the point of everything that they're doing with Jaguar, right? With all of the brands, with Aunt Jemima's, with all getting rid of all the old world stuff. It's the uglification of the world, right? That's what we're talking about.
But-
the uglification. We're making everything ugly, and that's by design.
I was driving up 85 today, and the most common place that you're gonna see a Cracker Barrel logo
Mm.
is on a sign on a billboard.
A billboard,
Right?
Yeah.
The billboard is the most likely place you'll ever see a Cracker Barrel sign because that's how you know where the Cracker Barrel is.
Yeah.
And I'm driving and I see the Cracker Barrel sign and I'm thinking about it. And I'm like, what? Is that a guy in a barrel? The design is so old. It's not made for like modern times. You know what I mean? Like who has all this detail? Because everything is made for mobile now.
But that's the point. It's the detail they're removing. It's the classic art that they're removing. The hard earned handiwork of a person who actually drew out the character of a cracker in a barrel. That needs to be preserved. You're a conservative. Conservatives
Cracker ass cracker.
right. Conservatives want to conserve good things, right? It's the whole Chesterton's fence. You know the whole Chesterton's fence thing, right?
No.
The Chesterton's fence, the whole idea of Chesterton's fence is don't replace the fence or don't repaint the fence or don't change it until you understand why it was there, right? Right? And so too many of the changes of today, nobody asked the question, why was that there? What historical significance does that mean? Why is that important? Like we just feel like hundreds of years of history can just be erased because some Karen thinks it's important to remove the cracker in the barrel. Like, come on. Like,
I liked the new logo.
are you serious?
Yeah. I don't know. It's like Cracker Barrel. And if you go and I don't need to like
It looks like a mobile app. It looks like a bad mobile app now.
but only time I need to know only time I need to see the Cracker Barrel logo is when I'm driving by looking for a Cracker Barrel. So if it just says big Cracker Barrel and that's the whole sign, it's like, oh, nice. I know where the Cracker Barrel is.
Oh,
What
come
the
on,
fuck do
man.
I care about Herschel?
But
What do I
he-
care about the Cracker in the Barrel?
But you're missing the larger play. It's not just the branding. Remember, there's the experience. The experience is changing now too.
Well, that I'm gonna be pissed off about. I like the way Cracker Barrel is. But at the
then
same
there you
time,
go.
Cracker Barrel is really long in the tooth.
It is long in the tooth.
It
But
needs modernization.
And it is worn down, but that's the hominess of it. Come on, Matt. You want to go into a Cracker Barrel and
I want to go
smell.
into a clean Cracker Barrel. So if you're gonna do a modern renovation,
no,
I'm down.
no. You want to go into a
I just
Cracker
want the
Barrel.
chicken fried steak. You know what I mean? I could do without the 30-year-old grease on the table. You know what I mean?
No, I know that Chad agrees with me. I know that Chad agrees with me. Is that you want to go into a Cracker Barrel and you want to experience that musk, that
I don't.
smell, that funk. Like that's part of the experience, man. You don't want to go to a Cracker Barrel and have it feel like a
want to go to
KFC,
Cracker Barrel. I want it to be
sterile
clean.
KFC. Come on, man. You don't want to have it be a sterile KFC.
Cracker ass cracker.
Cracker ass cracker. Come on, man.
Dude, did you see that Trump? Did you see them talking about the 600,000 Chinese students
Oh yeah.
that
Let's talk
they
about
want to
that.
let into the country?
Let's talk about
And
that.
then the reason that they need to have 600,000 Chinese students in this country is because if they were not there, it would remove the top and therefore it would leave the top of the universities empty, forcing everyone to move up. And the bottom of the universities would be bare and they'd go out of business. It was like the craziest take ever.
Yes. The
Yeah. You do, Will. Did you break it?
Did it break it? Is it broken? I lag sometimes. I don't know why I'm lagging.
No, Will's lagging here.
Uh,
He's got too many things open.
That could have been me.
He's like playing video games and watching YouTube videos. That's not this video. It's probably what it is.
torrenting too much, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The math wasn't really mathing for me.
All right, well, did you fix it?
Is that better? I closed Chrome.
YouTube is not receiving that video to maintain smooth streaming. You're buffering. The stream status is poor.
Yeah, they're
Serious
ta-
issues and
they're
needs
taking
attention.
they're taking us down.
Did we just get taken down?
Yeah, we had this happen before.
Are we still up?
Remember last time when they took remember last time when they took us down? They're taking us down again, man.
Well, why?
I don't
What did we
know.
say?
I don't know. We're too much checking in SARs. Oh my gosh. Oh man.
We're good now. We're good now. We're good now. All right.
Are we good?
Fuck the Chinese. We have a bunch of super chats we want to get through. So let's
Remember, Matt, if I can just
Yeah.
make it clear, whenever you and I talk about the techno overlords and any type of importation, H-1B type stuff, or any SAR type stuff,
It's always the SARS, bro. Like, like we talk about the Jews and they're like, oh, we're going to cancel your banking or we're not going to sponsor you or, here's mean letters from attorneys and lawyers from,
True story.
From,
true story.
but when we talk about the poo flingers, anytime we mention the poo flingers, and I don't even think we did very much, our technology goes to shit.
Yes, it does, man.
It's almost like the Indians run the moderation or something.
I'm serious, man.
It's
No
like
cap.
are they
Facts.
are they like content moderating? Is there a dedicated dude? I bet you they have a dedicated person for one guy in like middle of India somewhere. That's like their whole job at $300 a month is to watch our stream.
The thing is the labor is so cheap and the numbers are so vast that they could actually have an entire room that they're dedicated to the Matt Kim podcast, and they're like, whenever this guy goes on, if he ever starts flinging poo, you just fling poo back.
We need like a poo flinging like sound effect. So when we put a poo fling, like no, it has to be like whoosh, and it's like splat or something.
We should, man. I'm serious, dude. Every time we start talking or dipping into the brown, everything starts going south, man. Seriously, seriously.
It's always them. All right, what do we have? Well, let's go through some of these comments and some of these things.
Yeah, we got a lot of super chats. Thanks for that, guys. Make sure that you guys smash the like button. There's only like 35 likes or something like that. So smash the like button, guys. Check in SAR, and we'll see you guys in Discord.
We're gonna respond to some of the super chats. Will, can you put some of them up?
Yeah, I think there's some questions in super chat too. So we should make sure we get
Will,
to
do you
those.
know how to do that?
Derp, derp.
SAR, can you get it to
I don't
work?
know how to do that.
What do you mean you don't know how to do that?
What do you mean?
Push the fucking button.
I don't know
SAR.
how to do it.
Oh my gosh. We need one.
For
We need one
science.
for customer support and tech support here.
For science. SAR.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Seriously, you don't know how to push the button?
SAR?
So I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday, my friends, as we're doing some technical stuff behind the scenes. We're doing experiments. So for those who've joined us who didn't get the introduction of all of this, I will go over that now. We are always running experiments here at the Matt Kim podcast. And one of the experiments that we want to run is that we have a global audience and there's global news, there's global happenings, there are things that we think that are important that we want to talk about that is more broad and more vast than just Western media and Western politics. And so we wanted to find a time from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that would be able to pick up the West Coast, East Coast, a couple of our homies out in the East and farther east, and just be able to pick up and always chat. So whether I'm on the road or Matt's on the road, we can have a time where we're just talking about what's going on in the world and talking to you guys.
What if I just read off these super chats?
I don't know.
Thank you for being here to the Matt Kim podcast, all you free thinkers.
The most recent one we have are two Bible verses, Peter. Thessalonians 2:14-16.
Thessalonians 2:14-16 is talking about the Antichrist. Why are you talking about the Antichrist, bro?
And Revelations 3:9.
Well, yeah,
because
you're definitely Revelation 3:9. You're definitely talking about the Antichrist. I know my Bible, guys.
Dude, I'm like on this fence of end of the world Antichrist thing. Did you see that Peter Thiel is doing like an Antichrist conference?
No, what's that all about?
He's having like an actual in-person conference. It's like a 3 or 4 day event dedicated to talk about the Antichrist.
Oh.
Is that crazy?
I don't know. I thought he was a homosexualist.
He is definitely gay.
Yeah,
dude.
He's a homosexual atheist.
Abdullah Siraj, thank you for the chat. What about the Tom Alexandrovich guy?
Who is that?
It's the guy that was trying to get the young girls in Vegas.
Yeah.
That was Israeli intelligence. And then
he got arrested.
They instead of putting him in trial, they like let him go, and then he escaped to Israel and there's like free.
No, yeah, they let him post bail and then he ran away to Israel.
But dude, it's only a Google search away. The Google search away will clearly tell you that the vast majority of those type of ilk, those type of people, will flee to that state in particular. Like, it is a known statistical like anomaly, but at the same time a fact that these type of individuals who do these types of terrible things to young people flee to this state, and that's where they harbor them and they shield them and they protect them. Why is that, Matt? What is that? What is that?
I don't know. It's like, what does he know? Why do they want him? Why don't they leave him? Like, why is that even like, why not just let him?
So we, you know what you were talking about earlier about fatigue. You want to know an area that I'm fatigued in, and it's unfortunate that I'm fatigued in. The whole pedo stuff, all of that. Like, I'm so fatigued, and I think that's by design. I think they want us to be so fatigued that we just no longer care about it, which is not a good thing. We should care about it, right? The young and the helpless. Those are the ones that need to be our protection. Those are the ones that need us to be vigilant, right? We started this entire stream, our first Free Thinker Friday stream, with a young girl with a axe and knife. Like, come on. The children need to be protected, but at the same time, I'm fatigued of the fact that every time there's a certain type of individual, they're always compromised in the same way. What is this? What is that, Matt? Why is that the common theme?
I'm like, dude, I'm like fatigued of all of it, aren't you? I'm like at pedal fatigue. I am at like trans fatigue. I'm at SAR fatigue. I'm at all of it.
All of it, man. All of it. So what's the galvanizing force here? What must we do as we roll out this 11 o'clock show?
Be more fatigué.
This guy. That's sometimes I feel like Matt's not a quitter.
It's
But
not
sometimes
fatty gay, it's fatigue.
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 Fatigue. So
We
Matt's
looked
not,
that up. That was real, right?
Yeah, that was real. That is real.
That was real.
Matt's not a quitter, but at the same time, Matt says some shit that just like sounds like he's just like so fucking over it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like important. It's important. I mean, the whole Israeli official intelligence guy skipping town and going to Israel, that's fucking crazy. But at least people got to see like what happened. You know?
But
I think if anything, it's if that guy ended up being like a nothing burger and he disappeared and no one ever heard about it, which probably happens more often than not. But for some reason, this one hit the news and people were pretty upset. And the question is that why did they let this leak? That's like the more interesting thing to me, actually.
so
Why do they want you to notice?
they
They're
want-
like trying to make you an extremist right now.
yeah. I actually saw a meme the other day that was like, "Are you radicalized yet?" And the answer was, "No, I'm already there. I'm at the end. I'm fully radicalized."
Yeah. They are like deliberately trying to radicalize you. They want you to make a mistake. They want you to do something bad. And then once you do, they have all the mechanisms, all the tools, all the triggers in place. Be like, okay, let's shut them down. This is bad. Oh, yeah, by the way, you guys are totally normalized the idea of National Guard coming into your state, aren't you?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though.
Like,
Let me
oh,
ask
yeah,
you-
Chicago wants them to show up. And look, yeah, people actually want them. Like, no, you don't. In what world do you want the federal government showing up with troops in your city? That's fucking horrible. But they go, oh, but it's safer. It's going to be safer. Like, dude, it's a bad idea. Don't normalize the idea of federal troops showing up at your doorstep. Don't normalize the idea of having surveillance. And they're trying to make you an extremist so that you will make a mistake and all those things that you said, hey, do you know what? It's okay to have the feds outside. You've asked for it. You're letting it in. You got to say no to this shit. Stop celebrating. Oh, yeah, look, we arrested 1,000 people and got 100 guns. Dude, they didn't do shit. They didn't arrest anybody important. 1,000 people, 100 guns. What the fuck did they do? Like, oh, look, it's safe in DC. And look at this black guy on the news saying he can walk outside and go to dinner now. Dude, it's fucking planned.
bro. Yeah, right. Yeah, it all changes tomorrow when the narrative goes back to normal, right? Goodness gracious. The game is to be played, man. They're playing us. They're playing us, Matt. But we can't be fatigued enough. Because here's the thing though. You're not of the character, you're not of the personality to get fatigued to the point of direct action. Right? I mean, you're a man of action, fair enough, but you're not a man of violent action, right? And so, like, as much as people get fatigued about this stuff, I just don't see there being enough men or women that will get to fatigued to the point, plus have the personality so that they would take violent direct action. Like, do you think like that's truly plausible? Because how many times did we hear through a season, if you remember, Civil War? Do you remember that? There's Civil War, or all the alt-right people were talking about Civil War, right? It's like never happened, sir, never happened, Sar, right? So don't you think that's the same is true today? Even with fatigue, nothing's going to happen, Sar.
They don't want it to happen. They
Oh, so it's the fear of being on the precipice of the potential. But you're not. But see here's one. Let me extract a meta level idea. Like you and I, if I can speak for you, I can certainly speak for myself. But you and I are not of the weak-minded, so that we quit or give up. Hello, it's 11 o'clock at night on a fucking Friday, and we're talking about life and global news and what's going on, right? So I think it from a meta level, if anything, what makes you so strong, Matt? What makes you not fatigued to the point of just throwing your hands up and saying, fuck it all, I'm done, right? If anything, you're a great example of perseverance, wouldn't you say?
I think I am I think I'm a little psychotic
Oh, shit,
because
I
I
knew
have
that.
like this very, I don't really feel fear,
Mm.
which is not a great trait to have. And I think that's what it is. I think I'm just like mentally unstable to the point where like I'm not scared of shit. If I was smarter, then I would know that maybe you just shut up and you eat the steak and you even though you know it's not real.
That's interesting. Interesting. So you would you say that you just lack the awareness of the fear factor, or the fear risk or the risk exposure?
Yeah, I don't feel it. It
Ah.
doesn't it doesn't feel real to me. You know what I mean?
Well, but at the same time, you have experienced some pretty crushing blows in life. Like, reality has not always been kind to you, sir. You know?
No. But I don't really think about it, you
Mm.
know? I just live my day one day at a time and I don't know. It is what it is. Like I don't really think about the past too much. I don't really worry about what if for the future. I just do what I feel and say what I feel is right in the moment that it happens.
Mm.
And that's kind of how I live my life. Probably not the best way to live my life, but that's what I do. And I think if I had more fear, I'd be more prepared. I'd be more worried about what's to come. But you
It's
can't predict it because anything can change and you can't make a plan for the future when the information you have is so biased and limited and flawed as it is. So
yeah.
any decision you ever make is you're at 50-50 at best. That's how I think. I think that any decision you make for the future is always 50-50 at best. And if that's true, then why spend your time worrying about it?
I mean, you're not wrong. And the worst part about it is you can't validate whether it's true. Because
Mm.
once you make that decision, it's past. You can't see what the alternative route would have been or the alternative timeline. Though I feel like we've been jumping a lot of different timelines this year and last year. I feel like we've moved into clown world in so many ways that we're just literally like narrative skipping and moving from one timeline to another as the puppet masters at play are just looking down at us and saying, you know what, let's shift it here. Let's see if we make it so that there's not a movie called Kazam.
Mm.
Let's make sure that it's not the Berenstain Barons, but the Berenstein Bears. All of these weird things that are happening. Let's make sure that we show the world multiple versions of Joe Biden all throughout his presidency. Clearly, there were many body doubles. Like these are the shenanigans that we witnessed. That like from a collective, if you were to somehow have a list and you could see the whole of that entire list of all the shenanigans that we witnessed over the last 4 years, 5 years, you that would make you want to put a shotgun in your mouth. You'd be like, how the hell did we survive such a smorgasbord of shenaniganry? Like, it's crazy. The shit that we had Teslas blowing up, we had Chinese balloons flying overhead, we had
Mm.
trans shooters, we had
Weren't they? Because they made it seem like there's no Chinese blues and there's Chinese blues. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's normal. I'm like, what?
we had
Happens all the time.
we had strange objects flying out over New Jersey. We had an alien in
Palantir.
Miami, right? We had like the world. If you think about it, it's kind of like the Sims game.
Mm.
It truly is like it is truly a simulation where the puppet masters are just like, let's just write some code, let's drop an alien in here and see what happens. Let's put some blue orbs over New Jersey. Let's see what happens. like what the hell is going on? Let's have this man grow up and then think that he's a woman and then start talking to himself and Satan in the mirror. And then we're gonna have him go Insanity, my friend. We're there.
A lot of people want us to comment on North Korea and South Korea, or maybe it's one person saying it over and over and over again. I think we'll do an episode about that separately in the future, about unification in North and South Korea, because we've talked about North and South Korea many times before. And I'm not like a big anti-North Korea guy. You know what I mean? I think North Korea is Korea and South Korea is Korea, and they're both Korea. So I think that's a really interesting rabbit hole to go down.
We could do it. We can do an episode on that, and we could bring.
I think so. Did we do it before?
We did, but we could actually be a little bit more thorough because there are historical facts that we could always pivot around that are important to that narrative, right? I mean, it's the entire story of the North-South Korea isn't just one day America said, let's just slice a line here, right? There's more to the story than that. So I think it might be worth unpacking because that is something that we as Korean Americans, it's kind of important to our history that we'd like to preserve.
Yeah, thinking about all the military bases in South Korea, from my American perspective, I don't think U.S. troops should be in Korea. Because remember, America first. From my Korean perspective, I don't think American troops should be in Korea. Because, like, what are they doing there? So, from both perspectives, I don't think American troops should be in Korea. You know what I mean?
So how about this? How about no American troops in a lot of other countries?
Like, I understand deploying for like certain purpose, but to be like there permanently?
What purpose? What purpose?
I don't know. But I did watch the press conference of Trump and Lee Jae-myung, and apparently Trump wants to create a Trump Tower and golf course in North Korea. That's like his goal. It's like what he wants. Like what?
Trump is all over the place, bro.
Dude, seriously? It's fucking wild.
I'm telling you. Well, it's
well, he wants one there and he wants one in Gaza. So
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, it's either South Korea or Gaza. So two prime opportunities for real estate and lots of money. Guys. Make sure it's gonna sell like hotcakes.
We will figure out what's going on with our sound issue and our video and buffering issue because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
we will start. I think we'll start the show, official show, maybe next Tuesday. Is that what we were thinking, Peter? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern, and maybe recording Tuesday. I don't know yet. We're working on that.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Follow us both on X. We'll drop links. I don't know what we're doing next, but we appreciate you guys. And I think next time we will do more chatting and super chatting as soon as we should have hired a SAR, bro.
We should have, because Will is just not. Will
is just not SAR enough. He's like, I don't know how to push the button to get the comment up.
Man,
you know, we should have got a SAR. Nick Fuentes, a lot of people want to know when we're going to do the Nick Fuentes collab. I've been talking to him. We will have him on the show probably next month. We're working on dates right now, but I am talking to Nick, and we are going to work on having him come in studio because I didn't want to do anything remote. So we're going to have him come in studio, come to Atlanta. So expect that to be probably within the next 3 weeks or so.
That would be good, man. I got some questions.
Yeah. Other than that, love you guys. Appreciate you guys. And check in, guys. Have a good night, everybody.